Yeah, my name is Pang Xiongqi. I come from the China University of Petroleum at Beijing. Today, my topic is about introduction to the study of pig oil in China. Yeah, as all of you know that the important characteristic of China is its largest population, with about 1.3 billion. And it has the longest Great Wall. Yeah, our university is just by the highway from the downtown of Beijing to the Great Wall. It's Badaling. So welcome to visit our university when you visit Beijing. Yeah, I will give my topic as the following 4 steps. The first is about concept of the and inevitability of pig oil. What is the pig oil? In our mind, the pig oil is the pig oil and gas production and its forthcoming time during the development of oil and gas industry for a country or for an area. There are about some argument about pig oil now, but in our mind, the pig oil is inevitability for 3 reasons. One is that the change patterns for all things determines the inevitability of the coming of pig oil. The development. The second reason is that the limit of resources determines the inevitability of pig oil. This diagram just shows you the change of the resources evaluation of the world. It changed with the time, but it consistent. No. This diagram shows the change of the oil resources with the time. It increased with time, but now it tends to be consistent. It tells us that the more we know about oil and gas, the more accurate we can predict the resources. The third reason is that the universalism of reality determines the inevitability of coming of pig oil. This diagram just shows you the coming of pig oil in USA. It came in 1971. Like USA, more than 60 countries have passed their pig oil at present time. It tells us that the others were going to pass their pig oil in near future. The second part of my topic is about the influence factors and their magnetism. We discovered in our research that there are 5 geological factors which control the pig oil. The amount of resources, the discovery rate of resources, the discovery peak time, the depletion rate of reserve, as well as the relation among factors. This diagram just shows you the relationship among the geologic factors, as different geologic factors have different effects and controlling of the pig oil. So if we can understand their relation, we can make accurate the prediction for the pig oil. The relation among geologic factors and pig oil can also be expressed in the following mathematical model. It is difficult for now to predict the pig oil at present time by applying this mathematical model because They are very complicated. My third part about topic is about the main advancement of Chinese study on pig oil. Through analysis of China's study on pig oil, it can be divided into 3 stages. In this table, we list the stages, the period of time, their main characteristic, and representative results. Through our study during the past 3 stages, we have made some progress by step. Here, I introduce some of them. Advancement 1 is that the generalized Wien model was established in 1984 by Dr. Wen Wenbo to predict the change of reserves and production of different oil fields in China. But in his model, other factors except the time didn't take into account. This diagram shows the research results conducted by Dr. Wen Wenbo in 1984. His forecasting for global pig oil is that 3 million tons per year in 1988, and the pig gas is about, okay. The advanced tool is that a series of forecast model was established by mathematicians. In this model, the new discovered reserves and new knowledge about oil and gas didn't take into account. So, to predict the value and time of the pig oil are smaller and later than they should be. This diagram just shows you research results by applying one of these models conducted by Chen Yuanqie in 2002 for the China oil pig. Advancement 3 is that some geologists have also done research work on China's pig oil based on evaluation results of resources, analysis results of discovered reserves, as well as products. But their evaluation results different a lot. For example, for pig oil, the pessimistic results is only 165 million tons in 2002. The optimistic results is 236 million tons in 2037. In this table, we list the research results on China's pig oil by different researchers. They use different models and get different results. So you can compare with them by analysis their models. Advanced is that the pig oil theory was formally introduced to China in 2005. Through international exchange, we began to research multi-segment, multi-factors model to predict pig oil. A series of challenges brought by pig oil are revealed and discussed. This diagram just shows you the complicated relationship among those factors. This diagram shows research results by applying these complicated models by Dr. Fenlier Yin. His forecast results for global pig oil is about 4 million tons per year in 2027. The advancement 5 is that although different researchers get different results about pig oil in China, but the mean strain results tend to be consistent. For pig oil, the mean strain recognition is about 190 million tons per year in 2015. And for the pig gas, it is about 120 billion cubic meters per year in 2035. This diagram shows the statistical analysis of pig oil gets by different research. We cannot make accurate prediction for the pig oil in China, but through analysis, statistical analysis, we can make sure that which results is most likely to be in the future. This is pig oil, and this is pig gas. In addition to, we make some progress in the research. We also have organized some activities in China about the pig oil study. Here I list some of them. A pig oil research group was founded in China, and we organized 3 seminars on China's pig oil research and published some papers. We joined the ASPO4, ASPO5, and ASPO6 academic workshop and delivered some presentation. The ASPO China opening ceremony is expected to be held at the end of this year. The following diagrams just show you these activities. The first academic seminar is about the definition of oil and resources. The second academic seminar is about pig oil and energy economy. Our third academic seminar is about the relation of energy issue and pig oil issue. This diagram just shows you we first attend the ASPO meeting in Lisbon. This is we attend the ASPO 5 in Italy. In addition to organizing and attending meetings, we also invite experts to China to give lecture to our postgraduates and to discuss problems with our research group, and also to give presentation to our teachers and graduates. This diagram shows we invite Prof. Robinson to our university to give lecture to our students. His speech is about this is we are very glad to invite Professor share anecdote to our university and give presentation to our teacher and students. His speech is about the global energy supply situation today and tomorrow. This is show you that we invite Professor Perry to our university and give us presentation. In October, we will also invite several very famous professors to our university and give presentation to the officials from the government and to the leaders from different fields of industry. The next part about my topic is about the challenge brought by pig oil in China. I think the first challenge brought by pig oil is that China is in short of oil and gas. We began to import oil in 1993, but the importation is as much as 50% of the total demand. It continues to increase now. it seems that it is unlikely that for China to solve the problems with the shortage of oil and gas. This is because the ratio of reserves to production for oil and gas in China are very low. For example, the oil ratio is only 12:1, but the average level in the world is 40:1. For the gas ratio, it is 42, and the average level in the world is about 60. The second challenge for China is that the shortage of oil and gas has strong restrictions to economical development. As you know that in 2006, we spent about $60 billion to import oil. The expenses on importing oil will increase with the increase of the import oil and gas and the rise of oil price. In order to get more and more oil and gas, China sent a lot of people to find oil and gas in the world. But it proved more and more difficult for them to find enough oil and gas to satisfy the country's need. This is because most of oil and gas resources have been discovered and produced. The challenge 3 is the increase of environmental pressure. As China cannot rely on oil and gas to develop its economy as the world or as the developed country, so he has to use more and more coal to support the development of its economy. This causes two big problems. One is that utilization more and more coal causes waste discharge, severe pollution, and greater environment pressure. And another big problem is that China is short of the coal now. China have already become a net coal importing country in the half year of 2007. My fifth part is about the countermeasures to peak oil problems in China. The countermeasure 1 is to program energy development strategy. In my mind, the strategy should be concentrated on two aspects. One is increase self-produced oil by improving discovery rate, enhancing oil discovery, oil recovery, making exploration in new areas. The second aspect is to reduce oil consumption by saving oil, enhancing oil, and so on. And then make the self-sufficiency ratio. So in this way, we can make the oil and gas self-sufficiency ratio is larger than 50%. The second countermeasure is to develop alternative energy to cut oil and gas demand. I think the best way for China to develop alternative energy is to develop renewable energy. On this aspect, all governments have plan and goal. It should account for 10% of the renewable energy in 2020. and it should be account for 16% of the total consumption energy in 2020. The countermeasure 3 is to take conservative measures to cut oil and gas demand. The best way for us is to enhance availability of oil and gas. There is a long way for us to go in this aspect compared to the developing country. The potential is great. Yeah. Oil and gas is a treasure for human beings, but wisdom is needed to develop them. So you are welcome to make any comments, any suggestion, or criticism for us, for our research work, the day or the tomorrow. Yeah, by the way, next we have games in Beijing, so you are welcome to visit Beijing.